Hi, I thought it'd be great to show you a tutorial on how to create a Facebook cover page like this. So we have a great cover here and I would like to recreate that using a program called PicMonkey, which is free to use. There's a couple of things that I'd just like to point out on this page here. One is, I know it's a little obvious, but obviously this is where your profile picture sits. So if you were going to put any writing behind that, that's going to be obscured. So do bear that in mind. But also notice that you've got your different custom tabs along here, but also you've got your like button here. So you might want to put a call to action above that. And we're going to do that by creating a blank space first of all. So if you open up Paint on your computer, you should have a screen like this, and then if we click on resize and then on pixels, and then here if we go to 815, and then if we can click off maintain aspect ratio, and here we put in 315. So that's the same size as a Facebook cover, so it's great to have that as a template to use for various different things, but it doesn't matter what size it is for the moment. So okay, and then we want to save as, and I'm just going to save it as the below blank cover. Yes, I'm going to replace that. Super. So then if we go over to PicMonkey, so that's www.picmonkey.com, and we have two main options where we go in. One is to edit a photo, and one is to create a collage, and there's where we're going to go first, is to collage. See a little funky monkey? Thank you for the wink. And then we go down here to our second tab here, which says layouts. So if we click onto this one here, we'll see a number of different options come up, which is great to explore for future. But the one we're going to look at today is called Facebook cover. If you click onto that one, you have a number of different options here, but in reality it doesn't matter which one you click onto because we're going to change it around anyway. So we just click onto this one to start with, and then we're going to go over to images. So we can see there are some free ones already here, but we want to add our own ones in. So if we go into open photos, and we have a number. So first of all, let's click that blank cover that we just created, plus a few nice photos. One's nice. That's nice cityscape one. Nice cute dog one. And a funny cute dog one. Having an obsession with dogs at the moment. Anyway, and click on that one as well. So we just open those up, and we see the funky monkey doing his dance as the photos are coming in to be imported. Might just take a little while to do. Hopefully not too long. Funky monkey's still doing his dance. It's not ready yet. So great, all's done. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just demonstrate these different areas here. So we're just going to put that one into there, this one into, say, this one here, and that one nice and below. Did I pick that one up already? Yeah, come on over. Yep. Let's get a nice dog one in. Who doesn't like a dog picture? And then a nice picture there as well. So that kind of looks really nice and pretty so far. So what we might want to do is use this nice cityscape one, but because it's quite large and tall, we're going to want to make that into a different space. So what you can do with any of these is just hold it and drag it and move it up and down so you can get a different aspect of where that dog sits. So just right click on that. So we want to use this cityscape one. So we'll just drag this over, and as you can see, if my mouse plays, so you can see there that the blue box appears there. So if I then let go, that picture will then obviously divide into those two there. Now when you hover between the two, you can see this double arrow appear, and again we can put which one is more important than the other, and the same could be done for these as well. So we can make that one more important, or we can do that with that as well. So again, it kind of creates a nice little difference there, and again we can make things look slightly more important than that as well. So what we might, let's move those over a little bit there. So what we might want to do is obviously put a call to action on this, but because, let's change, press a bit on this, just a little bit there. So we're going to use this blank cover instead of the very cute dog one, which I'm very disappointed at. Maybe my mouse will work. Great. And so we're going to save this, and then we can put some writing there in a moment. But before we do that, if we move over to the artist palette here for our background, we have a number of different options. First of all, spacing. So you might want to make that a little bit closer or not, depending on how you like to view things. And I personally prefer rounded corners, so I should do that there. And if you want to, you can obviously just change the background. I tend to keep it white myself, but there we go. So then if we save this, and we can just save that to my computer, and we're just going to save it in my demo folder. Great. So one thing just to mention whilst it's saving is obviously if you're using it for a business page and you're using photos, just make sure you've got permission to use those photos, because obviously you're operating under a business forum there. So that's great. Once that's done, just click down close there. And now what we want to do is click on the edit photo button. So now we just find the picture we just created, and there we are. And that will upload nicely for us. Super duper. So we have a number of different options here, and if we, again, feel free to explore these at a later date. So if we click on text, and then let's find a nice one to write something on. I think there was one called Freshman that looked quite nice. If I can find it, was the way. There we go. Cool. So once you've clicked that and put onto Add Text, we'll write our text in here. Click to like, and we're just going to move this over to here, and we're going to squish this down a little bit and make the right a little bit bigger. Whoa, it's a bit too big there. Great. So we move it down into the space here, and then I'm going to center it, and I'm going to bold it, and I'm going to really find, yeah, I kind of like that colour. Actually, I quite like that one. So let's go a little bigger if we can on the writing, I think. Try the next one up. Okay, let's try a 30. Yeah, super. So we're all done there. So again, it's really easy for somebody to see where you want them to click to like your page. You have a number of different options here. So the overlay one is here, and they should have, I think if I remember correctly, lots of different shapes and things you can add on to if you wanted to. Yeah, so you've got all sorts of different shapes which you can play around at your own leisures. Arrows, for example, if you wanted one pointing down below, just to make it really obvious where people need to click to. So again, we want to save, and we are going to save this. Super duper, and just save to the side. Awesome. Done. Save. And then if you wanted to, you go back to your Facebook cover and you click on change cover here, and then you have the ability to upload photos, which is great to do. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful.